My next guest believes Latino families in the U.S. could be one of Betsy DeVos' strongest allies, particularly concerning her support for school choice. Joining me now is Zeus Rodriguez, Education Matters Latino president and a contributor to The Hill, which is where I saw your terrific piece today. In general, for those who don't realize, explain how important the idea of school choice would just, I'm going to put it in a nutshell, there's a lot more to it than this, but essentially gives the parents the money that the government now spends for school, gives the parents a voucher, lets them take that voucher to the school of their choice. How important is that for Latino families?
Well, it's extremely important. Latinos have traditionally struggled in our educational system over the past 3 or 4 decades and have actually made really great strides over the last couple of decades in closing the achievement gap. But we still have a long way to go. And a lot of that rationale of why they were struggling was from their own education and their inability to support their child's education. So empowering parents to be able to make the ultimate choice of where they go to school brings them into that fold.
Right.
Survey after survey, you know, some people say up to 80% of a child's academic success is going to derive from their parental involvement. So what better can you do to empower them by giving them that choice?
Absolutely. And everybody takes part in that decision. For those who don't realize, Hispanic families are very tight-knit, probably the most tight-knit ethnic group in America. And when they make a decision, when you make a family decision in a Latino household, everybody's involved. So it really does bring the family together in terms of choosing what the best option is education-wise, right?
It does, and you know, as a Catholic, which as a practicing Catholic, as most Latinos are, at least culturally, you know, we believe in our faith and in the principle of subsidiarity, and we believe that our faith teaches us that the parent is the primary educator, and it's the government's job not to, it's to support those parents, not to dictate their future for them.
And again, it's our money. I mean, that's the bottom line. The government money is really taxpayer money, so we're just getting our own money back and deciding how to spend it. Now, you founded Hispanics for School Choice. I understand that has linked up with the organization that Betsy DeVos founded as well. Explain how that works.
Yes, about 9 years ago, when we had started this small group on behalf of about 5,000 Latino children and their families who were participating in the Milwaukee Parental Choice Program, just as volunteers, parental volunteers, we noticed that, you know, we had all these families participating in the program, and we had a lot of families that still needed to get help navigating the process, because it's a difficult process for some people. That the only people that were speaking in our community on behalf of education were those that were against it and weren't supporting these families.
And let me guess, so that included the teachers' unions and other government officials, et cetera, right?
It did, and the thing about it is that when, you know, and I don't want to disparage unions or anything like that, but the bottom line is that when you sit down and have a conversation with the families and not speak from an ivory tower, you'll get to, you know, that soft bigotry of low expectations won't be applied, because they're not going to let you out of their house, you know, plain and simple. They want the respect and the dignity that comes from making their own decisions, and they just want that support. So a lot of these folks who didn't support these families' decisions, you know, a lot of them were just quiet. They didn't necessarily come out publicly against it, but they just stayed quiet on the issue. So we decided to go ahead and speak up on their behalf, and because of that, and what Betsy did for us is she was able to, through American Federation for Children, support our organization so we can pay people to go out in the community and spread our message the way we wanted to spread it, not the way she or anybody else wanted to spread it.
Well, just don't go anywhere, because I know you're going to want to stay tuned for these hearings. You know Betsy DeVos. These are important to you. Zeus Rodriguez, the founder of Hispanics for School Choice, thank you very much. Good to see you.